Hi friends, thank you for joining me. My name is Kristin and we are Kick It 55 Fitness. You're joining for 25 minutes of yoga for athletes, and today we are going to get into the neck, the shoulders, the upper back, loosen up and feel good. What do you need? I have some pillows, only for the very end for Shavasana. So grab some pillows, maybe a stack of blankets. You can also use your blocks. And we'll get started, but don't forget, subscribe to us and push on notifications so that you can see all of our upcoming classes. You'll get a notification each time one drops. Okay, yogis, let's get started. Okay, yogis, today we'll get started seated. You can come onto your knees, or if it works for you, come into an easy seat, crossing your shins, Sukhasana. And once you arrive, just bring your hands onto your knees. We'll start with some seated cat-cows. And you can use your hands on your knees for some leverage here. So inhale and slide the shoulder blades back, sitting up nice and tall. Maybe even you take your gaze to the ceiling. This is your seated cow. Breathe in. And exhale, round the back. Use that leverage of the hand and the knees to lean back, drawing the shoulder blades forward, bringing your chin to your chest. Inhale again for cow. Slide the shoulder blades back, opening through the collarbones. Exhale, that exaggerated C shape through your spine as you draw your pelvis in, your chin down. And we start to flow here. Inhaling for cow. Exhaling for cat, and exaggerate the movement through your shoulders. That's what we're doing here. Warming up the shoulders, warming up the back, connecting to our breath. Okay, so keep moving here. Inhaling for cow and exhaling for cat. If you like to practice that Ujjayi breath, this is a nice time. Keep moving through your cat-cows, but on the inhale, seal your lips, and on the exhale, send that breath out through the nose with that texture in the back of your throat. It just builds a little heat in your practice and maybe will even help you focus a little more. We'll take a few more cat-cows here. Inhaling and exhaling, just warming up the body. Beautiful. Let's come to our seat again. Now we're going to add layering on what we call Sufi circles. So what I'd like you to do, hands are still connected to the knees, just take your right shoulder and lean it toward your right knee, and then bring your torso forward. You'll feel a stretch in your hips as well. Over to the left side, and then cupping your knees again, lean back into that cat. So we circle it forward, around and back, right? So it's that leaning forward, torso across and all the way back. And really, once you get started with this, start really emphasizing the movement, okay? So now that left shoulder reaches down for the right knee, and you circle. And coming down, circling, right? Exaggerating, opposite shoulder, opposite knee, as you start to circle your torso around. So what are we doing here? Well, we're warming up the shoulders, we're warming up the spine and the back. We are also churning up some really beautiful energy. So we're getting that root chakra energy. We're stirring the pot and bringing that energy straight up our energy channel into all the chakras, just building some heat, waking up the body. Okay, let's take two more. Remember to connect to your breath. Inhale as you circle, exhale as you bring it back. Okay, yogis, let's stop here. Just reverse your flow, okay? So staying with those Sufi circles, but now just opposite circles. So whichever way you started, just circling the opposite side. Remembering again, exaggerating through the shoulders. Nice. Inhaling forward, exhaling as you circle back. And keep it going right here. And let's take three more. 3. Also waking up those hips. 2. And 1. Beautiful. Come to a place of center. Take a moment and get into our neck. So what I'd like you to do is take your right hand, kickstand it behind you. And then just take your head and lean it over toward the left side of the room, and take your left hand up and over, and you can gently place it on your skull. Do not pull, just a nice lean of the hand, bringing some gravity here, getting into that right side of the neck. Take a deep breath in here. Growing taller through your spine. Exhale out. Let's take one more nice breath here. Deep inhale. And exhale. Nice. Come to center. Let's take that left hand down, kickstand it behind us. Drop your head, your right ear over toward your right shoulder. And if you'd like, take that right hand as an assist, bring it up over your head and just let it lean there. Don't pull. Just let gravity take its course. Breathe in. And exhale. Take it nice and slow, yogis. One more deep breath in here. And exhale out. Okay. Come back to center. Before we leave our nice, easy seat, we'll take a little side stretch. So again, pressing into that left hand as a kickstand. Take that right hand up and over. Now be mindful to keep your chest nice and proud. Arm comes right over the crown of the head. Your face is still forward. And just lean into that kickstand, that left hand. As you take a nice full body stretch, you can bend your left arm and then reach that right arm over toward the opposite side of the room. If it's in your range of motion, you can even take a little glance up. Just make sure that arm is coming straight up overhead, not forward. So breathe in here. You'll feel a nice stretch through the side ribs. Breathe in. Exhale, and then swing that arm down. We'll take it to the opposite side. So left arm comes up and over, bending through that right arm. Maybe a little glance up here. Breathe in. And exhale out. Come back to center. When you're ready, just tuck forward onto your knees and we'll meet in a child's pose. So bring your knees wide on your mat, big toes to touch, and then those sit bones come over the heels, and then walk your hands forward, arriving in your child's pose. Find what's comfortable for you. Bring your forehead down to the ground, maybe a blanket, a pillow, a block, whatever works for you. But your arms are nice and long and everything is really relaxed. Maybe you take a couple circles through your hips, just rocking right and left. And then take a big inhale, concentrating on opening the back side of the body. The rib cage expands as you inhale. And as you exhale, mindfully connect and let your torso just drop, letting gravity bring your rib cage down a little bit lower. Now, yogis, take all of your fingertips, press really firmly into the finger pads, tent your hands, and then slide your shoulder blades back. So retracting or pulling your shoulder blades back. Take a nice big breath in here. Feel the expansion through the front rib cage, and on the exhale, let everything go, relaxing back down. Let's take 2 more stretches like that. Press into all of your fingertips, tent or lift your hands up. Slide the shoulder blades back as if you're plugging them back, and then take a big inhale, emphasizing the opening of your front rib cage. And then exhale, let everything drop down. Take a little rock and roll of your forehead. We'll take one more deep breath like that. Press into the fingertips. Tent the hands. Draw the shoulders back. Breathe in. Emphasis through the front ribs. Letting your body fall a little closer to the mat. And exhale, just let everything come forward. Let your shoulders relax down. Let your arms come down. Come back to center. And let's meet in a tabletop. So just rock yourself forward, bringing your shoulders right over your wrists and your hips right over your knees. The tops of your feet are nice and flat. We will take a cat-cow or 2 here. So inhale, sink the belly, slide the shoulder blades back, lift through your tailbone. Exhale, round the back for cat, just like you did in that seat. But now we're in that tabletop position. So take a few more. Never a bad time for some cat-cows. You can do these every morning, waking up your spine. Add any intuitive movements that you'd like to add here. And then we'll meet in a tabletop. Now we're going to add on and layer with something called shoulder flossing. Yes. So make sure your neck is in line with your spine. The emphasis now is up in the shoulder area. Press into both hands. And what I want you to do is draw your chest down by drawing your shoulder blades together and then release. So lower and release and lower and release, pressing through the shoulder blades. They come together as your chest comes down, and then you push through the palms, right? Protracting or drawing those shoulder blades apart. So shoulder blades together, shoulder blades apart. And you can add a little rhythm to this. Layer on your Ujjayi breath. Inhale as you lower, exhale as you push away, keeping the belly nice and firm, just really working those shoulder blades, okay? Nice. And take this for another 4 counts. Connecting your breath. Inhale, exhale. Let's go for 3, 2, and 1. Come back to center. Firm through the belly. Take a nice deep breath in. And exhale, let it go. Now press into your left palm. You might want to separate your knees a little bit wider for some room through your hips. Inhale, lift your right hand nice and high. Follow it with your gaze. When you follow it with your gaze, it helps you open through the collarbones. Slide that right shoulder blade back. Inhale here. And on the exhale, take that hand, thread the needle. So weave it under your body, palm faces up toward the opposite wall. Bring that right shoulder and right cheek down. Now, lots of expression that you can have here with that left arm. You can reach it forward and let it just hang. You can take that left arm behind your back for a little bind. Or you can just tent the arm. Lots of expression here, but breathe in, concentrating on expanding through the upper back. Nice upper back stretch here. Inhale. And exhale out. Draw that left hand right by your nose. Inhale, rise again. Right hand comes nice and high. And on the exhale, come back through center. So good, yogis. We get a nice stretch, a nice twist through the low back, a nice stretch through the upper back. Let's go to the other side. Press through your right hand. Lift your left arm nice and high. Breathe in. On the exhale, thread the needle. So palm faces up, left cheek comes down to the mat, and then left shoulder as well. Find an expression with that right hand. Maybe you reach it forward. If you do, maybe tuck that right shoulder down somewhat. Feel that stretch through the right shoulder as you get into the upper back. Take a big breath in here. Stay for the exhale. Let's take one more nice breath in. And big open mouth, let it go. And again, yogis, draw that right hand right by your nose to press up. Send that left arm high one more time. Draw that left shoulder blade back, opening through the collarbones. Exhale, come back through center. Beautiful. Bring your palms one step forward. Curl your toes under. Let's rise into our first downward facing dog. Stretching your torso nice and long. Let your head hang nice and heavy. Relax your neck, relax your face, pedal out through your feet. Now, just because we're working shoulders, neck, and back doesn't mean we can't get into the rest of our body. So start to pedal through your heels, lifting and lowering, getting into those calves, those hamstrings. Draw the shoulder blades back and down, hollowing out through the armpits. Draw your triceps in a little bit. Tone through the belly, lift your hips up and back. Breathe in. Nice. Exhale out. Find any amount of bend in the knees that's appropriate for you. Inhale, lift your right leg high. Keep your hips nice and squared. Doesn't matter how high you lift that leg. Just keep those hips nice and squared. Breathe in here. And on the exhale, bring that right foot between your hands. Drop your left knee rise in a kneeling warrior. Now, we're focusing on upper back, so maybe scooch that back leg in so you find more of like a 90-90 through your legs. Widen your legs a little bit for balance and support. Inhale, rise through your fingers. Keep your shoulder blades down, lifting, pinkies are forward. Breathe in here. Exhale, bring that right hand underneath the left and find eagle arms. So twisting those arms, either that double twist, maybe you just twist them once. If this isn't in your range of motion, maybe you bring your hands to opposite shoulders. Once you arrive in your arm expression, bring those upper arm bones up so they're parallel to the floor, either in your eagle arms here or even here with your elbows, right like this. Goal is make sure your shoulder blades are down, okay? Right here. Let's take an inhale. Fire up through your glutes to support your low back and reach those eagle arms up like you're drawing a circle on the ceiling. And on the exhale, crunch it forward, getting a little ab work, bringing those elbows down and in. And as you bring those elbows down, you feel the upper back expand, stretching here. So we inhale, rainbow those arms up and back. Use your core to support your low back. Exhale, crunch, bringing those elbows in, feeling that upper back stretch. Let's take two more. Inhale. This also builds strength through the legs, through the core. Our glutes are holding us. Exhale. Give it a nice crunch. Nice. Come back to center, unravel your arms, send them nice and high. Make sure your hips stay nice and square. Inhale here, and on the exhale, a big favorite, our baby back bend. So goal post those arms. Yes, slide the shoulder blades back. If your glutes are supporting you, maybe even a light arch through the back as you look up. Breathe in. Exhale, bring those hands down. Send your right leg back, you're on your knees, and just tuck forward and come all the way down. Stack your forearms underneath you. We'll move into Sphinx pose, and then we'll get into the legs on the other side. So once you come down onto your belly, tops of your feet are flat. Your arms are in a number 11. Your shoulders are stacked right over your elbows, okay? Now, firm up through your thighs. Once you do, you'll feel your kneecaps lift up. Press down through the tops of your feet so you have engagement through your legs. Now, to work those shoulders, we inhale, press through those forearms as if you want to drag your body forward, and then blossom through your chest as you slide your shoulder blades back and down. Look forward to keep your neck in line with your spine, and breathe in as you press through the forearms. And exhale, release. Bring your chin to your chest. Let's take two more of those here. Inhale for Sphinx pose. Press into the forearms. Shoulder blades slide back and down. Your gaze comes forward. You can close your eyes. Just lift your head, keeping your neck in line with your spine. You don't want to throw your head back. Just keep it nice, a nice continuation of your spine. This also is such a great stretch through the abs. Exhale, draw that chin down, relax. Take one more, inhale here. And exhale out. Now before we leave, let's add a little neck roll. So bring that chin right to your chest. Inhale. And then as you exhale, roll your right ear toward your right shoulder. Be mindful to keep your shoulders down. Just find a little stretch there. And then draw your chin back through center. Inhale and exhale as you travel that left ear toward the left shoulder. And then add a rhythmic quality to this through center. Right ear, right shoulder. Roll it through center to the left. And keep going, yogis, taking it really slow and gentle through our neck, connecting your breath to the movements, letting your head be heavy, relaxing your neck muscles. Nice. And then come back to center. Let's curl our toes under and either placing your palms down, rise through plank or table and find that downward facing dog. A moment to stretch to find that length. Pedal out through the back side. Bonus, we get into those calves and hammies again. Find length, slide the shoulder blades back, and then lift. Inhale, lift that left leg high. Same thing here. Keep the hips nice and squared. We're not going for maximum lift of the leg, just a nice stretch. Inhale. Exhale, deliver that left foot between your hands. Drop your right leg and find that kneeling warrior. Now again, you might want to widen because we're doing some work through the upper body, and you can bring your legs into more of a 90-90. Inhale, bring your fingertips nice and high, shoulders down, pinkies forward. And yogis, be really mindful to keep your hips squared. Use your abs, use your glutes, all to support the low back. Inhale here. Now this time, exhale, left arm comes underneath the right. And again, either you can just cross once, cross twice for full eagle bind, or just cross, bring your hands to your shoulders if that feels best. If you're doing this bear hug, lift your elbows up so that your arms are parallel to the floor. Make sure your shoulders stay nice and low. So find your expression through your arms, firming through the belly. Inhale, let's draw those elbows up toward the ceiling. And on the exhale, crunching it inward, bringing those elbows down, feeling that beautiful expansion through the upper back. At the same time, I like working here, continue, inhale, in this lunge because it gives us an opportunity to work strength through the legs, to play with balance, which is so stimulating for our minds. So connect to the breath and keep going. I was having my arms in that bear twist. If you're in the eagle arm expression, you're here. Those fingertips are painting a line up the ceiling. Breathe in. Exhale. Crunch those elbows toward those abs. Protract. Feel those shoulders expand forward, opening up the upper back. Let's take one more. Inhale. And exhale, come back to center, unravel your arms, lift them nice and high, breathe in here. Exhale, find that beautiful baby back bend, open, glow post the arms. If it's in your range, open up through your heart, maybe even look up. And then inhale, reach high here, bring the hands down, shimmy that left leg back, you're on your knees, tuck forward, come all the way down. Plant your forehead down on the ground, tops of your feet, and bring your arms by your side. Now we're going to move into locust pose, but we're going to add a bind in order to get a little deeper into those shoulders. I feel like they're nice and open at this point. So take your fingertips, weave them behind your back, and then send those woven fingers long, straightening through the arms, okay? On the inhale, peel your heart up. You can lift through your legs if you'd like. Keep your legs, your feet glued to the floor and just work the shoulders. If you're going for full expression, lift through the legs as well. Long, long, long through your neck. Pretend or imagine that, or do it, just peer down toward the tip of your nose, keeping your neck nice and long. Now those woven fingers are pulling toward your heels. As your heels lift, your shoulders roll in toward each other. Breathe in here. Exhale, lower down. You can unwind. You can take a little rock through your hips. We'll do that one more time, yogis. So come back to your place of center. Bring your hands behind your back. Weave your fingers. Again, if you prefer, you can press into the tops of your feet. Keep your legs down and just work the upper body. Or full expression. Inhale, rise. Feel your chest expand. Ooh, stretching through the shoulders. Breathe in. Exhale, let it go. Bring your hands right alongside of your face, palms down. Take a little rock through your hips. And then pressing into your palms, rise up. come back to that tabletop. We have one last expression here and we'll move into our Shavasana. So you're in your tabletop. We're going to move into puppy pose, also called heart melting pose. This is a beautiful stretch for the shoulders, back, neck. So goal here, you're in your table. Keep the hips directly over the knees. Start to walk your hands forward, but mindfully continue to keep hips over knees. You don't want to start leaning forward. So keep hips directly over knees. Walk your hands forward, letting your chest and then your forehead come down. Once you arrive, let your chest just melt forward, hence that heart melting pose or puppy pose. Arms are nice and long. Breathe in, and on the exhale, let your chest expand forward. Feel the stretch in your shoulders, your arms. Now, if you want to take this expression a step further, be very careful, but you can bring your chin down and look forward. This is, something you really want to be mindful of because we're working with the neck. Breathe in here. And exhale out. Or stay with your forehead down. And we'll take 2 more breaths here, yogis. Breathe in. Exhale out. One more deep breath through our puppy pose. Breathe in. Exhale, lift those hips a little higher. Draw your belly in a little more. Draw your arms a little further forward. Nice. And then slowly walk your hands back to frame your face and rise up. Now, to end our practice today, bring those sit bones right over your heels. Swivel your legs around. And those pillows I was talking about before, stack them behind you, right at the base of your booty, and then slowly lower back. If you'd like to add an expression through your legs, you can bring your legs into that butterfly pose, opening through your knees, bringing the soles of your feet together, or simply legs can be long, whatever feels good. But once you arrive, let your neck roll back, T through the arms. And yogis, this is where a nice towel draped over your eyes comes in handy. And we move into our Shavasana. Take a deep breath in here. Exhale. Stay tuned for our next video. And also, don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. See you on your mat.
Remember, subscribe to our YouTube channel and click on push notifications so you know when our next workout posts.